It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Bills and the Raiders on Monday night.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, so often it's the quarterbacks that are in the spotlight, and in this game, no different. We have a very compelling matchup. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its feet.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Again with a juke. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Once again, it's Jacobs. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Here's White. They set up the screen. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, they had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. There he goes, left side. That he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone. two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The Bills had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he coughed it up, and the Raiders have recovered. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll throw now on the final play. And finding the tight end, Hooper. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we are off door, well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. From the gun, they'll try to run it. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls on the ground and brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete into the hands of Myers. Finding room at midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down to the 41. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them, perfect time to get it done.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2nd and 6. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they'll start with great field position, try to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A gain of 8 yards brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bills' 26-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal of 39 yards.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll move back within 6 now.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3 is not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Bills to take over. They're trying to get back on track. They had the loss last week to the Dallas Cowboys. The good news, they've got the lead right now. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And Diggs has it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The Bills on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. The gain of 5, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now this, oh no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he stopped immediately there. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in position.
And he loses the football a second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And now the Bills will bring the offense out on the field and go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Number 87, 8 yards on the pickup.
On second down, Jacobs. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Man, that's a 3rd fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 26. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. They'll try and run for it. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Back to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Bills, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.